Greetings and welcome to Matrix Journey presentation number 9. First off, I want to wish you all a very happy new year. Might seem a strange thing to say to most of you, but we have what Paul, a black sheep researcher, calls the Great Vowel Shift, and it is more than just that, but obviously through the through sounds that we create, we are casting spells. What they have done is shift the true new year, the zodiac year, back by 3 months to the dead of winter. 21st of March is the spring equinox, which is today, and then the 25th of March under the Julian calendar, and still, I believe, used in ecclesiastical records, is known as a Lady Day. Then, of course, what would be January the 1st is April the 1st, known as April Fool's Day. But a fool, remember, is aloof and is not tied to anything. So there's one example of how things have been changed. Going back to the Asperges syndrome, the Asperges, the Latin meaning of Asperges, and I've took this off the one doing a web search on the Latin meaning. It means the rite of sprinkling holy water at the beginning of a mass. And then look at the word syndrome. It is signed by Rome. There's also possibly a sin against the dome that comes out of this. Then when we talk about summer and winter, summer being just an extra M from summa, because they've turned us into consumers because they want us to buy everything. But they are seasons. But what is a season? Is it a sea sun? Because we're talking about these mysterious sea people. And what are these suns seizing? Well, it's clearly power. Part of this whole fear operation that is currently going on is all about what in science is called the point of singularity. So the ones that are going to be affected most by this, and also by those Paris riots, notice how everybody has almost identical yellow vests. It's a reference to the Golden Fleece, but the fact that they are so identical should show you that they are almost like a uniform issue. And this whole thing of smashing up shops, well, if it's a local business, it's not going to recover. It leads further towards the centralisation of everything. So thought I'd put this in the picture. And don't forget, while you've got all this corona thing going on, have we all forgotten about things like Jeffrey Epstein? As Tina, Pippi on the String channel has mentioned, what about the protests over the pipelines, and of course the 5G? Remember that all these things are set to get our attention on a particular subject and away from everything else. So again, this talk just before this corona came out of this war with Iran has all gone very quiet. The Epstein thing has gone very quiet, as I've just mentioned, and many, many more things. Most people have very short memories, it would seem. And even the social media is reflecting the mainstream media in what is being posted. And if you're like me, you're getting a bit sick of seeing these same things being talked about and forgetting about everything else. But it's a case of staying vigilant. The latest thing I've been sent about China has found through autopsy that this corona is the hardening of the lungs. As within, so without. It's petrification. Because look at the word petrified and what it describes. It can be scared to death. It can be turned to rock. Petra, Peter, petrified. It all comes from the same root word. Paralyzed as well. Another one. Pair of eyes in paralyzed is encoded in that one as well. So another few things to think about, and just to wish you all a very happy new year. We're coming into the time where we have more light. things will get warmer, things will get better. Temporarily, of course, because why is there an Agenda 21 and an Agenda 2030? Don't forget it's 9 years apart, and look what the 9 is. It is an inverted 6. They love to put all these things in plain sight. It's always about the numerology. It's always about the symbolism with everything. So just a few ideas there for you. So I will say ta-ta for now.